All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this terrain world. I've decided to go all in on this category. I want to get the world record for Spearmaster, which is easy and difficult at the same time. It's interesting. This is another case where I'm aware of the fact that the run that I'm doing is very difficult. I'm not entirely sure how it is for Spearmaster. Oh, is it already buffering? That's wonderful news. I don't know why this happens now. Like, it might be like on your end if your internet's not consistent, or if it's something that is happening on my end that I'm not noticing. Because OBS usually tells me when it's dropping frames, but it doesn't say anything. It's not saying anything now. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a YouTube problem, like connection with the servers or something. But usually it says if it's connected. I don't know. I have a backup plan. But yeah, this I don't know how this category compares with like Artificer. I don't know. It could be very difficult, but it could be like the same difficulty of Artificer, yet like even longer. You know, Artificer is about 20 minutes. Spearmaster is over 50 minutes. So like over twice as long with potentially the same difficulty. Although, two big chunks of the run are pretty easy compared to the rest in terms of like creatures and stuff. So in reality, it's more like 40 minutes. So like twice as long as Artificer with just as many creatures. So it might be bad. There's like differences between like the offensive options you have and the mobility options you have. So I just want to make it clear that I'm aware that this is very difficult and that it's probably going to take a lot of attempts. And like I know what I'm getting into, okay? If this takes another like 7 streams or even more than that, I mean, the run that I'm competing against took like 30 streams, so no surprise it's here. It could be like way easier than I think. Something different about the creature spawns or like the lack of scavengers, for example. Like one thing that made Artificer really difficult was the scavenger tool at the end and the Scab King, right? Big elements of RNG at the very end of the run. There's nothing like that for Spearmaster. There's still a lot of situations where there's a lot of, you know, difficult creatures that you have to get past. We'll see. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. I do have splits, although they are currently unfilled. I've not done any run with the splits, so I'll have to do. I think I want to at least finish a run, even if it's slow. Oh, did the game crash? This like consistently happens, doesn't it? Like the first run always crashes the game. Is everything good? Let me know if the audio is good, if you can hear the game, if you can hear the music in the background. So I don't know what the difficulty will be like for the beginning of the run. That is the potentially most interesting part. Whoops. Because in previous runs I've used a vulture mask to make it significantly easier. Although I don't know if I want to rely on Vulture Masks for every attempt, you know. Oh, there's a spear down there. There is a Vulture Grub on the route. I could always go and grab that Vulture Grub, fight a Vulture, get a Mask, you know. But, you know, I could die to the Vulture. I could spend, like, way too long fighting it. I could, you know. It's never the best option for a speedrun. The wall in particular is what I'm worried about. Because of all the Sand Lizards. Okay, this isn't the best movement, but we're just starting. Honestly, the first few streams are probably going to be more practice focused, even if I'm doing real runs. Okay, this isn't great. Because what I noticed from doing Artificer speedruns is, you know, I thought that I was prepared from the very first stream, of course. Like, I wouldn't do attempts if I wasn't prepared. And I set a goal of like under 20 or under 21 minutes. I think that was my goal. And then by the end, I got to run under 20 minutes. So I was like, I didn't even, from the beginning, I didn't think that was possible. Like, that was too much of a jump in time. But as I improved at the run, I improved enough to be able to get that time, you know, just from doing a bunch of runs. Maybe, you know, maybe whatever goal I have right now will be like significantly easier with like a few streams of practice. Not the worst thing you've done in the game. Never go to exterior. I already knew that. I mean, I've seen other people play in, and they would never escape. Like, even the leg, you know, they'd get to the leg and just die repeatedly because you need enough food to shelter there, and it's just kind of an awful place, and you can't even really see what's going on. Doesn't sound great. Okay, I'm like way too consistent at that now. I thought it'd be like really difficult, but like I'm hitting it every time, so I guess it is consistent eventually. So I need 2 spears here. One of them should be a white one. I'd like to have a spear. For the first half of the run, when you can use spears and rocks, you really want to be holding them at all times, just to protect against creatures. That's drop wig, but it's in a good spot. Okay, I got lucky that I slid far enough for that. Oh, I want to get out of here. So this area is pretty bad because they have a white lizard and cyan lizard, but they aren't here right now unless they show up right in this tunnel, which would be just wonderful. There's the white lizard. I can still get past them. Oh no, they're trying to juke me. Sometimes they actually do make smart decisions. But unfortunately for them, I can see everything. It's okay. Maybe I should do that. So far this is very lucky. I only like had one encounter with a lizard. Okay. Actually watched an speedrun recently, and I was actually very surprised by the quantity of train lizards. Like there was a single room with like 6 of them in it. You really need 6 lizards in one room of an entire region. This movement isn't great. I mean, so far, like what I've seen of is mostly been like memory crypts. You know, it has a bunch of red centipedes in the ring. It doesn't look great. It's like, oh, just some red centipedes. You know, you can deal with them with the egg. Maybe they aren't that bad, like the rest of the campaign. If you can eventually learn to deal with like, it's still alive. Actually, that was a good thing because he moved out of the way. You know what? Let's just take the easy strat here. I probably should do more often because I tend to mess up the other one. Would like a spear in this room. That is Spearmaster. That throw boost is so worth it, but you kind of want to keep the items. In case like a white lizard is here. Alright, there's the vulture. Luckily they're a bit late. Sometimes I kind of wonder if it'd be worth it to visit that echo. Small time allows now to make the later parts of the run easier. You wouldn't have to deal with any vultures when coming back through here. I probably should have picked up more like rocks and stuff. Okay, this is a very lucky start, which I actually kind of like for the splits. Something good to compare against, and it's not like I'll be saving like a ton of. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. There have been mostly movement mistakes, not like difficulties with creatures. I should have generated those spears sooner. Doesn't this play playing farmer is? I hate that scenario. Okay, thanks for dealing with that, vulture. If I could somehow get the mask, I mean, there's no way, right? Hello, welcome to the stream. We're actually... like, the fact that I'm already at the wall makes me think that maybe this isn't that bad. Which, maybe that's a weird thing to say. I'm gonna be like... It's gonna be like 5 streams from now, and I'm still gonna be doing this run, and be like... It was difficult. I don't have a spear right now, and I would like to have one. Just one right here, though. Oh, that's an explosive spear. Maybe overkill. Just a little. Actually, I can't use the spear. I don't like where that drop hook went. Okay, it's right there. This, it actually would have been better if I didn't get some explosive spear. That plan saw me, I think. Use it on this vulture if I really need to. I mean, I guess I could have gotten a mask like that, but... Uh-oh. I tried to rock spear them, but, they had other ideas. This could be really bad if they chase me. I just need to move very quickly through this room. I would like to have spears here. Wall song. Actually fitting. I mean, not quite, but close enough, you know. Because there could be, well, okay, first of all, there could be another white lizard. There's one, but I can just run past it. I really wanted him to be dead, or at least injured. They can outrun you in these pipes, and they will kill you. Now is where the run gets a bit more difficult in terms of scavengers. First time I've grabbed that pole plant. They're interesting. Usually you can just jump past them and they won't interact with you as long as you don't try to grab the pole. But sometimes even if you don't try to grab the pole, they'll still grab onto you. And they don't actually grab you unless the very tip of the pole plant touches you. That's what actually grabs you. Otherwise, they're just basically like trapping you, sort of. They're slowing you down. Now, actually, now would be a really good timing for this if the scavengers don't show up. I actually really want someone to confirm this. If scavengers show up at the top of the wall when it's nighttime. Because usually when I get here, it's like becoming night, right? It's really like late in the cycle, or it's already dark. You know, and if scavengers don't show up now, then like that's wonderful. Because I don't need to be worried about scavengers. Unless I get a really short or a really long cycle, so that by the time I get here, it's not nighttime yet. This is a really good start. Pebbles to moon cycle as hell if you're not good at grapple worm movement. That's why I always say, like, this is a category that you really need to rely on your movement. The entirety of underhang and precipice, if you can just swing through really quickly with the grapple worm, then you're totally fine, you know. But the longer you take and the more you fall, the more chances you give yourself to die to lizards and vultures. I didn't mean to. Oh, that was a big mistake. Precipice is rough, but now that I've learned the movement, you can actually get through precipice in like very, very quickly. It's actually like one of the easier regions. It took quite a long time to get to that point. I've decided for this room to just go as fast as possible. And then bounce off the other wall. I think it's more consistent than to try to slow down. Okay, a little bit of luck here. I hate when he moves. Okay, we're good. Biggest challenge here is not dropping the pearl. Accidentally dropping the pearl loses you a lot of time. And I've done it quite often in these attempts. So that's the main thing I'm trying to avoid. Went a little bit too high there, but we're good. So it's very easy, since we're going down mostly, it's very easy to accidentally press down and grab when you're trying to pick up an item, which is exactly the inputs you need to do to drop an item, probably the pearl that you're holding. I'm not going to go through unfortunate developments. I think it saves maybe like 15 seconds, but I haven't done tests of both routes enough to actually have a confident answer. But it's not significant, it's very risky. That was perfect. Okay, usually when I do practice runs of this region, there aren't creatures, so I don't even think about the inspectors. But I need to worry about the inspectors. If I accidentally spear them or a neuron, then they will be mad at me. They aren't too dangerous unless you run directly into them. If you're moving horizontally or vertically fast enough, then it's hard for them to hit you with spears. But if you actually touch them, then they can throw you around. Like there's an inspector right here, but actually since I know that the inspector's right there, I can just waste past them, and now I'm good. Because I know that there's only one inspector in this room, and in most rooms actually. Whoops. Don't overshoot that. This is I think this region is a good example of why one spear is more of a problem than it seems like it is. Because every single situation you're floating in zero gravity, you could be going faster by generating a spear and using it to throw boost. And I'm doing it. Also, every single time I just come across a spear floating, I can pick it up and use it to throw boost. If you're doing one spear, you have to avoid those situations. Like, oh, there's a spear right here. I guess I might as well pick it up, you know? I mean, I could have picked up the rocks right there instead and it would have been the same effect, but... Whoops. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. Sometimes actually entering a pipe can be a bit difficult. Like this one for some reason. I don't know why this one's weird. There's an echo nearby. I don't know if going above or below is faster, but I feel like it makes sense for going down here to be faster. Okay, that was a little bit slow. I usually prioritize lining up correctly instead of going as fast as possible, because if you don't line it up, then you might run into a wall and slow yourself down a lot unnecessarily. This is the room I want to throw boosts down a lot, but I'm also worried of an inspector. I don't even know if there's an inspector in this room. I should probably check that. Well, I guess I'll know if I see one. I guess there isn't. So I can throw boosts down this room as much as I want. Being able to throw boosts a lot is another thing that makes this route like compete with unfortunate developments. Otherwise, unfortunate development would probably be the faster option. If you couldn't throw boost so much here, You have to have much more controlled movements in Unfortunate Development. You can't just like throw yourself forward as much as possible. That speeder right there was very convenient. I could have picked that rock back up. This is one of the more satisfying rooms to do in the speedrun. You just get the throw boost like it's a racing game. Just kind of make a big turn like that without even touching the walls. I mean, if you're gonna make the game easier when you're playing in, then why even play in the first place? But the whole point is to make it as awful as possible. That was very good. So the next danger is a spitter spider. Actually, everything. A lot of spitter spiders, cyan lizards, drop wigs, white lizards, and maybe, if I'm unlucky, a Mirror's Vulture. It's easy to forget that Mirror's Vultures even exist, but they still are a problem. I have seen 2 of them in practice runs. Vengeance. I remember that's the name of one of the red spiders. I don't know any of the names very well. I recognize that one. Spitter spider here. This is actually why I turned on a remix setting that shows the threat level. If I see the threat level at all, then that means there's probably a spider or some other dangerous creature in the room. I don't see it now, so I'm probably safe. And see, it does work. That's nice to have, actually. Whoops. Okay, you don't want to get that kind of AI hop here. Is this a separate echo song playing right after the last one? Or is it the same one that's still playing the whole time? White lizard here can be annoying. Oh, that was the one that I just saw over there. Hello, grapple worm, you have been chosen. I mean, it's always the same grapple worm every time, right? Now, I'm not the best at grapple worm movement in underhang. There's a few rooms that are a bit messy and hard to navigate. Okay, what's up with the creature spawns in this run? There's like way less creatures than usual. I should expect to see at least 3 creatures in this room alone. Nothing? Okay, here we go. This is more like it. Whoops. Climb faster, please. Spitter spider in here can also be a pain. And a cyan lizard, usually. The echo music made them sleep. Goodbye? Okay, that's the best way to deal with a lizard. I'm not doing anything. I don't know why they're doing this. Okay, that was very easy. Oh, I just realized I forgot to split. There we go. So this should be the rest of the split. The same one repeated itself. It shouldn't do that. Okay. This area can be rough if there's scavengers and a dropwig, I think. I'm not too familiar with the creature spawns, but they're just generally kind of... I know that there can be scavengers here. That's a lizard. I don't think it saw me. Luckily, you can actually use the pearl against the scavengers by giving it to them, and they'll drop all their spears, and you can then kill them with those spears and then steal it back. And we're here in Precipice. Whoops, alright, already messing up. You specifically want that swing there so that you can continue along that. There we go. That was a bit better. That's a vulture. Sometimes there's a white lizard in here. Or blue lizard. Okay, that's a king vulture trying to get me. There's 3 vultures here. 1 king, that's cool. Oops. Okay, playlist really likes the echo music right now. Unless I forgot to put it on shuffle and it's just playing all the echo songs in a row. Sometimes you can grab that platform up there, but I don't think it's worth doing in these rooms. Alternate strategy. This is so risky. I need to get back up there. The lizards might come back. Whoops, okay. It's hard to grapple along the poles. Much harder than solid terrain. So I prefer to do something like that. Okay, white lizard and dropwig up ahead. And an egg bug for some reason. Dropwig can be further up in the region too. Oh, or right here. I'd rather avoid this lizard. Oh, did it go somewhere else? Of course, it's waiting right there. I don't like these kind of time losses. Okay, there we go. That's a really bad spot for to be in, though. I need to get him out of the way. This is a kind of an unfortunate time loss, but oh wow, Spearmaster is very strong. This is the kind of thing you have to deal with in this run. But that kind of time loss is way better than what could have happened in the entirety rest of this run. You know, maybe I should turn off wall pounce. Actually, no, I can't. There's a few tech in this run that use wall pounces that I definitely don't want to turn off. But usually they're more annoying than useful. Like the dropwig being down there means that they can't be annoying up here. Okay, got lucky with the gravity there. I'm gonna do something here. It's not what the world record run does, but I prefer to leave the grapple worm in the den. And that is because they are very annoying. I don't like the grapple worm. I don't like the way they interfere with zero gravity movement. I know that it makes some rooms slower, but it makes some rooms faster because you're able to throw boost. So I'm going to leave the grapple worm here. I don't know if there's one best option, but this is it's mostly personal preference, I think. I just don't like the grapple worm. They really mess up some of my movement sometimes. In rooms like this one, if it's not zero gravity, you just can't go up unless you have the grapple worm. So in that case, it definitely is better. That actually lined up really well for me to get up there safely. It's way too risky here to move forward because there's like a slug zapper right here. Okay, I think I forgot to shuffle the playlist. I can actually do that right now. There we go. So like, if I had a grapple worm, I could go faster here. A lot faster. Oh, I really messed up that timing. Jumped way too early. So like this room is really slow, but then the rest of it is much faster. Stand right here. I messed up the timing. I think it's still fine. I can do... shoot. Okay. There's the pearl. Alright, we'll do that again. There we go. That's better timing. It's really hard to hear the... Maybe I should turn up sound effects for this part. Don't do that. Oh, shoot. Did I grab that because I threw? Or did I? Oh, because I was holding up to throw upwards. Also, the chat was broken, so I couldn't see any of the previous messages for a while. It just looked like the chat was completely quiet. I think the cycle may have ended. Which is actually a bad thing in this room, but not a huge deal. You can still climb up, totally fine. This room is one reason I love to have no grapple worm, because you can just do this. And it's so much faster. And you don't need to time it as well. Oh shoot, I forgot to set it to Chinese. I just remembered right now. Well, there's the like 30-second time loss. Hello everyone who's joined the stream in the past like 10 minutes, or I don't know how long it's been. In the past while, I haven't seen any chat messages, so welcome if you've joined since then. I don't know what music this is from, or where this music plays. English. The time loss is so obvious. Plays when you enter a precipice. Well, the song is late then. Unless it, well, no, I'm not gonna get back there in time. The song's gonna end soon anyway. Now we just wait here for a long time. So if you're wondering why we use Chinese in the speedrun, it's because of all this dialogue right here. The text actually goes by faster. I probably explain that like every single time I play Spearmaster. Every time I'm in this room. Yeah, usually that kind of thing is optimal in speedruns. There we go, optimal pearl. You want to be as close to the moon as possible when she takes the pearl from you, because it can take some time floating in the air. I also really recommend placing spears on the floor here. You can perfectly line up with the with the pipe at the top of the room, so you can leave faster. Oh, there's been a lot of drop frames. I just noticed that. Docking the moon there actually resets the cycle somehow. So it's now gravity changing again. Excuse me? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. So these like worm things right here, the one that I just grabbed onto, if you have a grapple worm, then the grapple will fire out when you jump off of the worm thing, which grabs onto a wall, and so you get stuck to the wall, and it's really annoying. Gravity switching here is good. Generic OE song. There is a certain feel to the songs that play in Outer Expanse, which I like. I mean, it gives the region a sort of unique identity. Whoops. Okay, don't do that. Okay, I totally messed that up. really want to get down here before the gravity turns off again. That was perfect timing. Ow. Gravity's actually high enough now for that to happen. So I'm going to do something here. Hello, welcome to the stream. I believe it is allowed to do in speedruns. Okay, I don't need to. I actually want as long of a cycle as possible here. I'm going to attempt to make it all the way from here to the end of the run. Which is possible. I know it's possible, but you need a long cycle and you need to not... You need to get lucky with creatures. Oh dear. Okay, I got lucky there. Kind of dumb lizards. Okay, hold on. I need to lower the music. I'd rather hear the game better at this point. Nope, I didn't want to grab onto that, but whatever. So Sand Lizards are the main threat right now. Them and King Vultures. Okay, it's a regular Vulture, so I'm confident with running by. Also, it makes the lizards less of a problem. Okay, nice. It's actually a really good skill to be able to climb back up from underneath the platforms. It actually comes in handy a lot in case you need to fall down for whatever reason. Like what I just did there to avoid all the chaos. Alright, Spitter Spider and Sand Lizards up ahead. And Scavengers. Alright, here they are. Only matter of time until they showed up, but actually that's pretty lucky right there. They both left right when I got there. And that blue lizard got one of them. Unfortunate for them. Okay, luckily, I don't think the Scavengers are that bad because there's lots of pipes for you to go through to juke them. Spitter Spider in like the next few rooms is really bad. Honestly, Spitter Spiders are probably the most dangerous creature in this run. That are like consistently a problem. There's no threat music though, so yeah, we're good. That's actually really handy for these rooms where you don't know what's on the other side. The threat level can tell you if there's something in the room. That was almost really bad. Okay, why did I say almost? I meant that was really bad. Getting stuck on that block there. Usually you swing past and you just completely ignore the dropper. Well, okay, there's I can do this now. Oh, I should have saved the splits anyway. Because I had times to compare against. So welcome to the stream. Alright, we do that again. At least not falling down there. A lot of items here. I don't really mind losing that run. I mean, I was already very surprised that I even made it that far on the very first attempt. And plus, it wasn't in Chinese, so it was already unoptimal. So that's fixed. But we'll see how lucky that run actually was, and if I can replicate it anytime soon. Not great movement. I don't know how worth it is to do that, because you kind of immediately run into floor there. Oops. I'm supposed to jump off of that. I believe streams are at a different time now because of daylight savings. That was just about the worst possible time. Goodbye. Nothing really satisfying about that. I can increase the music again too. So I actually don't want a super long cycle. I want kind of a medium length one, because I'd rather it be very late in the cycle by the time I make it to the top of the wall. That would make things easier. Actually, that means I should get a very short cycle. It doesn't take long to get there. You know, speaking of Artificer, I was inspired yesterday to just do a few Artificer attempts. Oh, this is good cycle length. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just do a few attempts. Maybe I'll get lucky. And I proceeded to spend 25 minutes never making it past the Vulture room. It's bound to happen eventually. You know, these splits aren't going to be very useful if I never finish a run to have splits to compare against. Wow, 2 spears right there for me. And another 2 spears. Very generous right now. I'm not flash. Okay, I horribly missed both of the spears. I'm gonna keep going. See, look how fast they're going. I'm saving time. Well, until I die. Or until they do this. Oh, another Scion. What are you doing? No, absolutely nothing. Oh, they're all stupid. Don't go up there. Alright. I mean, the best approach for dealing with sand lizards is not to just run at them. But that's usually what I end up doing. I don't like wasting time on lizards. Also, I forgot to do, you can do a roll pounce off of one of those platforms. Out of the run end, the one from the start of the stream, I just entered Underhang and I was in the room, one of those early rooms where there's a drop wig. I tried to grapple past them, but I slammed my head into a wall and the drop wig caught up, basically. So if I had better grapple movement, I would have been totally fine there. Hoping that was a slope, so I could slide up it. I forget where you're supposed to do the roll pounds. Is it from the first jump? From the the extra tall platform? Is that when you roll pounds after that jump? Waiting for this pipe to turn red. There's some food in this room, but I don't really want to go in my way to get it. Ah, you can actually reach that. I always try to do that and fail horribly. I missed once. I missed again. Oh. Well, okay. So that's what you do when you try to do that. Whoops. Try to change my color. Good time for the song to change. So can you do a pounce off of this? Well, I tried to do a roll, but it didn't work. Well, I'm gonna check. I think it's in the world record run. I'm gonna look at that real quick just to see how it's done. They don't. Oh, I think I saw it from like another attempt. Maybe I could try something like this. Yeah, that's how you do it. That reminds me of something, but I don't remember exactly what. Something is pebble percent, maybe? I don't know. Ah, that's why I don't like going up there. Pretty much never do a longer roll pound here. The shortest one possible, it still works totally fine. Weight them down so they don't float off. That's just very, very floaty. Didn't know there can be creatures in this room. Even a red lizard. This guy. I could have got that drop leg, but I wasn't confident in my aim. That scenario. Oh, you're nice. I don't know if they're still alive, so I'm just gonna miss that spear. Ah. Okay, this is kind of slow in a lot of ways, but we're still going. I don't know if weight has any impact on your mobility outside of other things interacting with you. Like, obviously when it's Squidcada, when you're holding a Squidcada, how good it is at, like, lifting you up is dependent on your weight. Same with, like, a Jetfish or a... Well, actually, I don't know about Ukes because they're still very effective as Gourmand. But when you're just, like, moving around by yourself, not interacting with any other creatures, I don't know if your weight affects that at all. Because from what I've noticed in the few tests that I've done, Spearmaster has like identical movements to Hunter. Like exactly the same. I'd set up scenarios in sandbox mode where I have both players controlled by the same inputs. And I have one as Hunter, one as Spearmaster, and they were like perfectly mirrored. Even if I like interact with the environments in weird ways, they would still be moving exactly the same. This is a long cycle, but it's not a big deal. That's a scavenger. Guess he's gonna have to die. Or not, maybe? Nah, well, he was about to. Scavengers aren't as awful as they are as an artificer. Some of them are a little bit nicer. Average arty player. Yeah, yeeks are just always inconsistent. Especially so that I've noticed in Gourmand speedrun. They are very bizarre. And as Saint. Because you use yeeks as Saint, they were. I was waiting for that and I messed up the timing. Okay, well, I'll just take the instant death. Why not? I think it's something to do with how yeeks recover their jump. So, like, when you have a yeek, you can only jump when you're touching the ground, right? And then once you do the jump, you can't jump again midair. You need to touch the ground again to recover your jump. Okay, you need to throw boost that. You know what? Whatever. But sometimes I think that maybe when you touch the ground, it takes a while for that to be updated for the geek. So you need to like be touching the ground for a longer time for them to actually recover their jump. Or maybe if you're holding them in a weird way, they don't actually touch the ground. Like, I'm not exactly sure. Apparently the code for them is really messy, so it's kind of hard to figure it out. Okay, don't mess up this turn. Alright, I'll need one rock. You know a campaign is bad when the red centipedes aren't even the worst part? I find that trick right there a lot more difficult when coming in that quickly. Ooh, you're convenient. As long as they are in a good spot. Nope. Go up. Thank you. That centipede right there is the best way to get food. But they aren't always likely to show up. More echo music. I mean, I wonder if you were in Unfortunate Developments and there was also a red centipede there trying to kill you, which one would actually be worse? I guess that depends on how well red centipedes are able to navigate zero gravity. Well, actually, since the gravity fluctuates, it would depend. Like, are you on the ground at the same time when the gravity is normal? With the red centipede? So remember what I was talking about earlier in the stream? I think the first run was lucky. I'm struggling a little bit with industrial, but there's always some new combination of creatures. Like, oh, there's a lizard here that I wasn't expecting, or like some pink lizards or a slant lizard, you know? It depends on which creatures are in which rooms. But also I should probably be a little bit more patient and not just running at them. Okay. A little bit unfortunate, but we're still moving. God, I might have missed that. Alright, we're here again. I thought that was a lizard. The overseer. Does this overseer have a name? I mean, other than Seven Red Suns. Oh, he left at the wrong time. Well, the right time for me. Everyone calls the yellow overseer Iggy. I don't know if there's another name for the other colored overseers. Oh, hey. Any year now? Okay, something was gonna kill me there. Ah. I don't usually see the red lizard just sit there and take multiple spears like it's nothing. I mean, I've seen that before, but usually they try to attack you, right? Oops. Please enter the pipe. Please enter the pipe. You're gonna drown. Luckily, you can't drown in here for some reason. I actually recovered my breath. Yeah, bad time to do that. There we go. I never do that first try for some reason. Okay. fine. Oh, nice spot. Better for me though. Yeah, come here. Oh, come on. There's a lot going on in this room. Usually it's just droplegs. Okay, we're moving. This is not the distorted version. I don't even have that on the playlist. I think it works out for this song being used as like what plays from the Pearl. Like maybe playing music directly from a Pearl like that just isn't the best way to do it. Oh, we're doing this now. I guess it kind of gives the feel that it's a song that's being played in the same room that you're in, instead of something that's just like background music in a video game. Alright, good cycle length. I actually want a shorter cycle here. Alright, don't mess this up. Nice. I'm just waiting to see a pink lizard here. I guess because of that skip, you actually get here fast enough to not even see the pink lizard. Or maybe they don't even spawn. They could be something else, like I think it's centipedes, right? Oh, I can't do that. I can't stick experience with 4 here. There's no pink lizard there. Alright. If you run Pebbles percent, you are very familiar with that pink loser. Actually, if you just play the game, there's a pink loser there, and they're very hungry. Okay, this egg bug was scared me for a little bit. Almost overshot that. Thank you, Pink Lizard, with the defend. Nice one. That was like the first possible frame I could have thrown that. Did I risk it? Why not? Wow. Every frame, huh? I guess not that frame. Whoops. Uh-oh, I might be dead. Ah, they're fast. Sound lizard? Oh, they're injured. Oh, if they got me anyway. Vulture. No, come back down. Well, now they're scared. Okay, this is just gonna take too long. So I've yet to get past Industrial again. Honestly expected. I expected this from the beginning, instead of going straight to Moon from the first run. I feel like it's easier to do an AI hop when the consequences for messing it up is instant death from Red Lizard. You know, you're kind of forced to do it correctly. Or I guess they could be the opposite, where the pressure of needing to do it correctly can make it more difficult. Like, oh shoot, if I mess this up, I'm gonna die to a red lizard. I keep grabbing that pole accidentally. Don't fall down there. I'm not gonna play any particular song. Maybe if you get lucky, you'll play randomly. Hey, dude. Just jump scared that guy. Like nothing has come out of the pipe in 20 cycles. Last time something did it was a noodle fly. Time pressure. I don't know why I ignored that drop wave. It'd be a pretty good meal for a red lizard. Oh, hello, centipede. If you stab them quickly enough, you can get 2 food pips before they die. I don't think I was friends with that scavenger. They really wish they had a spear right then. Usually I'm more worried about the first spear. I'm knocking them away far enough for the second spear to miss. Soft tacos. I like how soft tacos are now a symbol of friendship. Long cycle, unfortunately. I think even the like shortest possible cycle is still long enough for you to get to the wall in time. I don't know about that though. Actually, as Spearmaster. Oh, there you go. Looks like I'm doing a crawl turn develop. Okay, we're good. There's no spears here. Can I not? Is some other creature gonna show up in this room? Not yet. Right when Artie's mentioned the song plays. Coincidence? I don't know the timing on that very well. Why did I roll? That was a mistake. Oh, nice creature spawns here. Never mind. Well, actually, yeah. Thank you. I red lizard. Oh boy. I don't like this arrangement. There's a party going on down there. They're ready to kill me. Fatal mistake. Alright, come over here. This one jump. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with that red lizard. Looks like they're trying to eat a lizard on the floor, but they are unable to. You know what would be really cool actually if some creatures had very small chances to have some sort of maybe like mutation or like some sort of disability. Like an amputated limb. It's like a very rare detail, or maybe like a creature that's blind. Although that might be too much effort to put into something that's very hard to notice, and that would happen very rarely. We're in chimney. Alright, good timing. Bye. I love how bounty spiders are. Sorry, no dancing allowed. Except for the spider, he can dance as much as he wants because it looks funny. Probably not even that much slower. I don't like my lack of a Spearmaster. That's why. Trying to be a sniper here. Wow, look at you. This poor pole plant in this room never gets anything. Like, who goes over there? Who goes over there? Like, I gotta stay. I will grab the pole. I don't like you. Stupid. That was unnecessary. Speed boost? Crazy. Oh, I don't have a keybind for skipping a split, so I just do it manually. I forgot to split when entering chimney. Passage, yep, we're passaging right now into the wall. To an area that's arguably more difficult. Oh, hey, drop over with an explosive. Please be responsible. I like how a dropper just instinctually knows that a bomb can be useful as a bait without actually knowing what it is. Second dropper. Holding a spear. You know I don't need that, right? Like, I have my own. why that happened. Or uh-oh. Okay, I thought there might be one in this tunnel. What, a spear just for me? That's the king vulture. Yo. Sorry, man. Oh, gosh. I don't like what's happening right now. I'm gonna go down here. I don't know how that lizard knew to go into that room. I guess, like, if you're looking for a slug cat, that's one option out of two. Not too unusual. Nice spot. That's actually a really good spot for a white lizard. You can barely see him. Oh, is it buffering? Ah, the stream is actually kind of breaking a little bit. I do see that on OBS. Greens are pacified when they see a vulture mask. They aren't really scared of it, they just kind of ignore you. Which is exactly what they... Well, actually, I don't know. They should be scared of normal vultures, right? Well, I think normal vultures just don't bother with green lizards, which is something I didn't know about for a very long time for some reason. Very excited for this term. There is threat music. Nice dodge. Sounds like the Matrix. Yeah, I'm not very good at that yet. They're probably in the next room. Or not, maybe they all left. No type music here. Okay, well, I guess I'll take it. Vulture bats probably make red lizards more aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised. Like they're up for the challenge. Okay, don't do that again. That's even worse. Nice. Pebbles, it's been a while. I'd like you to let me through. He's all the way over there. No. Well. I was very satisfied about that. Until I wasn't. Don't throw in that direction, please. It's very miscellaneous time loss. No, don't throw in that direction. Okay, I need to pay attention. I'm sorry, guys. I was reading chat a little bit, and now I'm reminded why I shouldn't. Oh yeah, these rooms are easy. You just like go in a straight line. There's no way to mess it up. Okay, don't do that. Don't anger the inspector. Sorry about that. They're very curious. Nice. I'm going to throw that upwards. Making a lot of mistakes for some reason. Maybe something about doing like a run being the first attempt makes you take it more casually. Like, oh yeah, this is just the first attempt, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal, you know, just the first attempt. And so you're not really worried about anything. And now I'm like trying to focus because I haven't been here in a while. But weirdly enough, trying to focus actually makes it more difficult for some reason. Yep, and they're on. Remember, there's no inspectors in this room. I can just throw booze as much as I want. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, there can be an inspector up above me. Just gonna be careful about that. Hopefully they don't mind me just throwing spears around in their facility. That was a kind of bad angle. That's a very bad angle. Okay, usually... Alright, now we're in the time where I make all my mistakes. Like, now is where I make all the mistakes, and in like 20 hours from now, I will be no longer making those mistakes. No, where is it? It's somewhere in this pile of random things. Alright. Here you go. All I had to do is grab that pole. Best thing about getting your best attempt on your very first try is that every subsequent attempt it feels worse in comparison. I mean, oh man, it wasn't as good as that earlier run. It kind of feels like you're getting worse at it. This is a very short cycle. Hopefully that isn't a problem. I don't really know how important. Actually, it is important. That's better. This room is a little bit scary. Okay, I can't see anything. Oh my gosh, the lag spike messing up my past climbing. There's a lot of mistakes in this run. It's a decent chance it's not great if I do finish it. Isn't that fun? We get to do more attempts. Maybe I should prioritize just finishing a run, just to have the splits to compare against, instead of trying to do a run perfectly. We're here again. I don't know how to do this room. Just kind of swing and hope it works out. I know you. Yeah, take the long way. I was just waiting for a spitter spider to show up. That was really close. He's still after me, by the way. Oh, thank you, actually. I did not see that spider. That music in this room. Never mind. I don't really like that. Is there something in here? No. I guess that was just the threat from the last room. Oh, I forgot to split again. Threat music. When I say threat music, there's no music associated with threat that's playing right now. Oh dear. I probably now's the time. Now's the time. Seeing a scavenger doesn't immediately mean that they want to kill you, but there's a very high chance. I think Spearmaster reputation is like -60 or something. Okay, so the threat level does take a while to decay when moving between rooms. Ah, just barely missed. I don't know if you fall, is it worth it to climb back up to keep swinging? Or is it better just to keep going along the floor? Well, floor as in the lower parts of these support structures. I prefer doing that over swinging underneath it. I should look at the screen. I think it's possible to make it up there. That is satisfying too. Do that correctly. There's a king vulture over there, by the way. Right here, actually. Let's move very fast. Actually, maybe you don't need a long cycle for this. So it's not even that far into the cycle, and I'm already almost. There's the blue blizzard. Not going to be a problem, though. So you can just do that. Actually, might be a problem. No, we're good. Actually, I think we're fine. No dropper though, so they're probably going to be at the top of the room. Hey, actually fitting music. No, they're not here either. Actually, what matters more is if there's enough time in the cycle for you to get through Moon without the grapple worm. At least, this is the way that I play. I think the grapple worm might actually be faster if the cycle is really short. So then you can rely mostly on grapple worm movement rather than low gravity movement. I think this is a bad cycle. I want it to be low gravity in this room, so it's going to turn off by the time I get there. Probably should just waited. I threw that in the wrong direction, and luckily I was still fine. Maybe that's way safer than I think it is. It's not actually that dangerous. I need to get over here in time though. Also, the music needs to go. I need to listen to sound cues in game. Better timing on that. There's a lot of mistakes I can correct in Moon. That pull up actually went too high. Don't go this way. Well, actually, go this way a little bit. These aren't really good cycles. I kind of want them to be inverted. Why'd you grab onto that pole, really? I think the chat might have broken, unless you guys are just all very quiet right now. Going up this room in normal gravity is pretty bad. I like how you can just jump across this entire room in one jump. These cycles are kind of awful. I almost missed that. Whoa, big jump. I dropped the pro. Where'd it go? Yeah, I got it. I need to stop doing that. My favorite kind of lizard is the ones that get out of the way when I'm in the middle of a speedrun. They're pretty rare though. Shit, I forgot to split for Moon too. Red lizards are very unfair. That's kind of just the way they're designed. Like, let's see every possible way we can make a lizard dangerous, and, well, okay, train lizards exist, and they are technically more dangerous, but we don't really acknowledge their existence. we just wait here. Hello? Welcome to the stream. Don't mind the dying robot. I think I accidentally threw a spear at her. Trying to throw the pearl up. But she took the pearl from me, so then I just had a spear to throw instead. Sorry if the music is a little bit quiet. I guess I can increase that, but I want to be able to hear the game. Actually, there's another way I can do that, but I'm not going to mess around with that in the middle of a run. I guess I should have done it earlier. Before. Oh, I have time for it. Okay. Please, thank you. No, why'd I do that again, man? Okay, a lot of time losses in this run. Probably missed Moon. You and joined the stream right like 2 seconds after I left Moon. Well, I guess I'm still in the structure, but actual Moon, yeah. No. This is pretty bad, but I'll keep going. I mean, that's what I say in a lot of speedruns. This is a bad cycle. Yeah. I want to go up there. Cycle is in the time that the gravity switches back and forth. So bad cycle means that the gravity is high when I want it to be low, or low when I want it to be high. Like, this is kind of a bad cycle because I want it to be low gravity right here. I just have to wait. Thank you, game, for providing me an example of a bad cycle. Right on cue. A lot of songs have sundown somewhere in them. Well, as in a handful of songs. It's kind of like the main theme of the game, so like important things get that as part of their music. So like Moon or Pebbles. Also, since I messed around with the music, let me know if that's a good volume still. It's a bit quieter for me, but it should still be good for you guys. I feel like this is just barely long in a cycle, but I'm not gonna risk it. This loses mostly real time, but not really in-game time, because the timer doesn't count forward. That's a better cycle. It doesn't really represent a particular character or place, because it plays the main menu, it plays for Pebbles, it plays for Moon. It plays in some other random song too. It's more of like it represents like, I don't know, it just plays in like important parts of the game. Yeah. Another echo theme. Yeah. I feel like I'm always expecting a drop wig here, but I never see it. But I feel like I have experiences with drop wig in that room in particular. I might be able to grapple up to the other platform. Okay. Tip 1 for dealing with king vultures: don't jump directly towards them. Let's not make all those same mistakes. This is a fitting song, right? Ooh, that can happen. So you actually don't want to jump too early. argue that Ruby is probably one of the happier slug cats, considering that they spend most of their time just traveling. Like, yeah, who cares about the cycle? Let's just explore. They run around visiting iterators and doing whatever they want. Thanks for the food. I didn't mean to hit that one, but it works. Kaiva next. We'll see. I don't even know if it's on the playlist. Well, when I was initially creating the playlist, I didn't want to put anything too high energy. I wanted it to be mostly chill, which is why I didn't really include any threat music, and I guess Kaiva will also be included in that. Eventually I did add a few more songs, including some threat themes. I don't know if Kaiva was one of them. Well, this is also a good song. Totally messed that up. Would have liked to take that spear down there. Good timing. Bad timing. Bad timing. I can't see what's going on because of the screen transition. Okay, we're good. I mean, as good as we are until you know. Scavenger City. I mean, there are some pulls in Undergrowth. That kind of counts. I should have picked up that rock. I mean, I guess that kind of is what garbage waste is. The like right side of it, where the big scavenger toll is. I mean, there's a lot of scavenger. I mean, okay, garbage waste in general has a lot of scavengers in it. That's kind of why it's called the Garbage City. I guess you're asking specifically for something like Metropolis, you know? More structure, less garbage. I wanted to pick up that rock. I think I'd be able to do it with a spear. Shuffling to the city. They're going to Metropolis. Nice. Alright, red lizard check. This is like the worst case scenario. Okay. Worst case scenario. I guess the worst case scenario would be red lizard immediately tries to go after me. Centipede, don't leave. One of those missed for some reason. Sometimes I think if a creature is too close to the wall, it will hit the wall instead of the creature itself. And chaos. Okay. Long cycle, fortunately. Yeah, I said too much. Oh wow, I'm getting consistent at this part. I'll take that. Yeah, how do you like it like that? I'm going to prepare a spear. And maybe two. White lizard check. King vulture check. Wow. Might be something up here. There's an egg bug. Okay. I guess I should approach these areas with a bit more caution. I can just spend a little bit of time dealing with the lizards, make it a lot easier. Spider. Usually something stupid happens in this room. Huh. Or not. Nice extra spear, but you're kind of in the way, dude. Okay. I got scavenger. Yep, didn't even see me. Scavengers are actually surprisingly bad at seeing you. Have you ever tried to get past the scavenger toll and they just did not see that you had a pearl for them? Same thing applies for when they're trying to kill you. Cyan lizard. And a spear. I like that combo. I don't like this combo of me and a vulture. Oh, I actually made it. I feel like if I accidentally get a whiplash there, I'm just gonna die. Oops. Okay, let's stop messing around. They're surprisingly bad in general. I disagree. It really depends on their stats. Because they have a whole bunch of random stats that affects how they look and how they act. And if they have a bunch of good rolls, then they will be very, very dangerous to deal with. Very good at sniping you across the map with some spears. I have some experience with scavengers. It's after speedrunning Artificer. So yeah, a lot of them are kind of bad. You can just kind of run past them and they won't care. But you don't want to take that risk because it could be a good scavenger who immediately throws a spear at you the moment they even think about the possibility of you being there. There's something up there. So go to this way. Thank you. I mean, if they want to go down, that's the way they do it. Yeah, I'd really like to leave before... Okay, so 3 Cyan Lizards, 4 Cyan Lizards are down there. That's very convenient. Extraordinarily lucky, some may say. You don't hear anything at all. Yeah, I thought I figured this out, but you never figured this out. You're in a constant state of struggling to make this jump. Can you please leave? Somehow that hit them. Specifically not their... Well, it did damage instead of bouncing off. Let's get some spheres up there. Oh, vulture, very scary. They're gonna get stuck in this room, aren't they? Injure that one, just to make it easier to deal with later. There will probably be more white lizards up here. Maybe right here? Not yet. Better not be in this tunnel. Oh, he's right there. Goodbye. Having difficulty with this pole plant recently. I don't know why. They weren't really a problem before. Whoops. Alright, old strat. There's an extra sphere, so I took it. Don't mind the... Okay, nice. He's still alive? Not anymore. Sorry, thought you were a scavenger. Is there another one over here? I got plenty of food from that. Wait, don't jump off of this. Wow, is it that hard? Nice. Okay, this is going a lot better aside from the creatures. I like that strategy. Alright, Pebbles, don't be awful. Why am I over here? Got it. Thank you for moving out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna be a lot more careful about this pearl. Which I should always be. I didn't jump off of that correctly. It's fine, we can throw boost. Well, it's not really fine, but whatever, you know? That was very smooth. I don't know how you get that kind of jump where you go down slightly, but it's nice when I do. Whoa, look at him go. Honestly, like, that's great. I'll take it. Might be too high. No. It's pretty hard to be too high there. A little bit slow here. You really don't want to drop the pearl in this room. That could go really badly. Nice. Hey, don't do that. Whatever that was. That actually lined up pretty well. I mean, realistically, Pebble should read it like instantaneously, right? It's only if he's like saying it out loud if it takes some amount of time. Although if he's speaking to the overseer, he could probably talk very quickly, and they'd still be able to understand it. This is an unfortunate angle. I can correct it on this pole there. Okay, I almost hit the inspector. Thank you. I could grab onto that thing. Alright, go the long way. Slightly longer way. Okay, maybe a lot longer way. Remember when I did this room super quickly? It was really cool. Yeah, I miss those days. As long as I don't mess up like last time though. That was really bad. And I think unfortunate development is a little bit faster, but not really worth the risk. I think it'd be better just to practice the safe option and get good at that, rather than lose a lot of attempts to choose something that's just way more dangerous. I'd like that part of the run is like totally peaceful because there's no creatures here, as opposed to just constant danger, danger, danger all the time. It's nice knowing that once you enter Pebbles, you're pretty much leaving Pebbles totally fine. Not counting like time losses, which are still unfortunate, but if you want unfortunate developments, then you might sometimes like just die. I think it's worth actually continuing the run considering how long it is. Pick up the Pearl 2, please. And plus it's probably only faster by like 10-15 seconds. I haven't done too many tests, but those were mostly tests with without creatures, so no DLOs in the way. So, you know, without DLOs, it could be about 15 seconds faster. With DLOs, I don't know. Considering that the other path without creatures is just like no inspectors, so it barely makes a difference. Alright, red spider time. Remember, I actually remember to split here. Like, I died to the spitter spider here like once, and now I'm always worried about it. Oh, nice flip, dude. Stream back? I think that was actually on my end. She still tried to bite me. I'm recording this, by the way. I'm so dead. No, get the other guy. Okay, the spider should prioritize the lizard, right? Thank you. Man, spitter spiders are so awful. They're cool creatures, and they're actually like not as dangerous as other red creatures. But when you can't throw a spear at them, they become much worse. Plus other creatures in the same room. Like if it's a spitter spider on its own, like not that bad. You can just deal with the spitter spider and you'll be safe. But even if you deal with a spitter spider, if there's another creature, then you're in danger of that too. In that case, I kind of got lucky because of the other creature, because they've kind of gotten in the way. Also, my strategy for dodging the spitter spider is just a hope. I don't know which angle they're going to be firing at, so just jumping around might make it more likely for them to miss. Probably not. I might jump into them just as likely as I am to dodge them. Alright, scavenger room. There's nothing in here. Actually, this threat level indicator is really useful because you can immediately know if there's any creatures in a room, even off screen. And nothing in this room. Nope, there's something in this room. Hopefully that lizard isn't a problem. It's pretty far away. Okay, it is a problem. I can't grapple onto him. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that. There's a king vulture in here. Please. Please. Before they get you. White lizard in here. Yeah, see how, look how long it takes for the threat level to decay after leaving that room. I guess it wouldn't make sense for it to just abruptly stop the moment I leave the room. You know what? We can go underneath. The vultures. Yeah, we can't go underneath. That's unfortunate. Okay, this might be the last run, depending on how long it is. I think next stream I'm going to use my other run to create splits. It's kind of weird to have splits if I'm not even comparing against anything. Ideally, I would finish a run and have that would create splits. But I might as well use the run that I've already finished. Honestly, I don't think this category is that bad. Like, I've already gotten several runs that have, like, made it past Pebbles, made it to Moon, you know? That kind of progress was difficult as Artificer, even though it's a much shorter category. It was rare to get past Garbage Waste, it was rare to get to Pebbles, and then it was rare to even make it any progress through Metropolis. Jinx it. I mean, the length of this run probably cancels it out. Right. You can still die after Moon, which I have. Don't do it. I don't know why there's scavengers down there, though. Like, what are they doing? It's in the shelter. But the fact that I've already been able to make progress like that in just 1 or 2 streams of attempts. And remember the last stream that I did, it only took a few attempts to finish a run. Granted, I was playing it a lot safer and also slower. But like, I went through like entire Artificer streams without making any progress at all, really. Okay, I really just threw that hoping I would hit something. Maybe there's something over here. Maybe. Please. I'm hungry. You. That was slow. Because remember, for Artificer, I did have a Vulture Mask, which helped. I mean, getting the Vulture Mask in the first place took a lot of attempts. Probably well aware of that. But even with the Vulture Mask, I had to carry the Scav Body in the other hand, right? So I couldn't defend myself at all. So King Vultures could be a problem, Scavengers could be a problem, and even Droplets could be a problem. But even Lizards, even if they were scared of the Vulture Mask, they could still grab the Scavenger Body, which could end the run if they get away with it. So there, I mean, having two hands as Spearmaster and be able to create spears whenever I want means that I'm pretty much always defended, you know? So yeah, the lizards are gonna try to kill me, but I can try to fight them. Speaking of great songs. Almost literally that dropper. That music was because of a vulture. I was wondering why, because there was no blue lizard in there. Usually that's the threat. You know what? Probably wasn't worth throwing a spear or a rock at that. Ah, this bucket's gone. I guess I'll just fight this lizard instead. I guess they just gave up. Okay, that wasn't worth it. I should just left as soon as I could. Thank you for playing me down. You actually saved me there. Okay. Oh, I just barely grabbed the pole there. I might be dead. Is it back? Okay, well, considering the time and OBS kind of falling apart more and more, well, I don't know. I guess it isn't really a problem if I can still record the gameplay, right? For the sake of submitting it. But, for Spearmaster runs, I'm gonna have to end streams earlier if I'm not on an attempt already. Because if I start an attempt now, at the very minimum, it'll be another 50 minutes, you know, to finish it. So these streams might be slower. Like right now, I feel like it'd take too long to start a run right now, especially since it probably, well, like if I die early, then it's gonna be even later to start the next attempt. But you know, if I'm like halfway through a run, I'm not gonna stop just because it gets too late. So yeah, I'm gonna end this now. I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow, just to keep going with Spearmaster for a bit. But I think I have some other ideas for things I want to do that aren't just Spearmaster, unlike what I did for Artificer. Yeah, you can expect more of this, more dying repeatedly, but hopefully some progress. I mean, there was some pretty good runs. Like I made it past Moon a few times, which is nice. If I can do that consistently. I have been doing practice runs. Actually, a really good way to do practice runs for this run is to start in Moon, and then with a grapple worm in the Pearl, and then go to Sky Islands. So you can practice basically at the very end of the run. And yeah, I've just basically just been doing that a lot. Um, so getting past Moon means that I have a chance of doing the thing that I practiced a bunch. So that shouldn't take too many attempts, but you know, since I have died at that point a few times, it's not guaranteed. There's also some improvement that I can make in Precipice. There were a few times where I could have had better grappling movement in situations that sometimes in situations where if I had done better movement, I wouldn't have died to a creature in another way. So more to improve there. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. See ya.